Trouble with my beats, man. I don't like doing it from this thing. What up, what up, what up? Good, what's good, what's good? Just making sure that oh, I got some just straight up assholes for Facebook friends posting that I should have known what I was going to get, but it is what it is. It is what it is. My timeline is popping too, because I wasn't even at the top of my own timeline. Yeah. So I wanted to talk about competitive. I mean, I think at one point in most of our lives, well, I'm 50, 51. We've probably seen a job that said that they offered competitive wages, competitive salary, competitive benefits. You know, I mean, that's what employers like to put out there. And you know, I talk about a lot of different things. And some of the things that I do talk about, they may not be directly connected to reparations as a whole. But things like this are reasons why we're in a situation that we're in still as a collective of people. Freedmen. So, you know, 6 o'clock right now. I know I'm not going to have probably a lot of people come on the stream. What up, Free? Right now. And I'm not really concerned with that. I don't plan on being here 3, 4, 5 hours. I ain't going to fall asleep on my panelists tonight. But I wanted to talk about competitive behavior and things that are competitive. Like I said, I've seen a lot of competitive salaries, competitive benefits, competitive wages. But now we're in a space, we have competitive sexuality. We have competitive parenting. That makes no sense to me, but I see it a lot. I see competitive parenting. Two parents trying to outdo each other. Or maybe both of those parents went out and got married, so now you got four parents trying to outdo each other. It's crazy. The way I always looked at it, can't nobody out daddy me. I am a daddy. I am a granddaddy. And can't nobody outdo me. And this ain't based on no material shit. It's based on what I give up as a parent, as a grandparent. You ain't gonna out daddy me. And I know you ain't gonna out daddy me because I out daddy motherfuckers that ain't even mine. I'm out here out daddying motherfuckers who are the daddies. I'm out here out daddying the motherfuckers who are the granddaddies. Just because I'm me, not because I'm buying them a whole bunch of shit. See, sometimes your presence, your aura, your spirit, your effort, just that alone is enough to outdo somebody else. And I do that all the goddamn time. Every motherfucking day. So, where I am in this competitive thing, I think it's got us fucked up as a collective because we have to get into situations and be competitive. We might be the best. We might be the best at what we are going for, but they put us in a position where we are competitive. Haps concert, 3 hours of awesomeness. I guess they got a concert on Haps right now going on for 3 hours. Okay. Here's the thing. I won't be in attendance because I'm doing my own goddamn stream. Appreciate your Haps. Appreciate you sending me out to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Appreciate all that. But I won't be at the show today. So, where we get him then having to deal with competitiveness. Competitive isn't for you. The competitive is for the employer. See, the employer, if they say that they're going to offer a competitive wage, a competitive salary, a competitive benefit, what they're saying is they're going to be as competitive as the market for their particular industry. That's what they're saying. They're not saying that they need you to compete, even though you got to compete for that job. Because once you see competitive wage, competitive salary, competitive benefits, you want that shit because you know it's probably going to be better than you looking at something that does not have competitive wage, competitive salary, competitive benefits. So you're always going to be pressed to look at, we offer a competitive wage. We offer a competitive salary. We offer a competitive benefit package. I done been through all that shit. And now that I know what that bullshit really means, they weren't being competitive at all. They weren't being competitive worth a goddamn. But what they did do is they put me in the wheel to compete. And I competed really well when I was out there. I don't think I've ever had a situation that I didn't do well at a job based on my credentials. Now, if the work environment was fucked up and the way the setup was, put together, that had nothing to do with me. If I didn't have anything to do with the infrastructure, I didn't have anything to do with the production outside of my own personal production. I worked for a window company one time selling windows, and it was a raggedy ass window company. It wasn't like wall side windows and shit. It was like sidewall windows and shit. So I worked for these motherfuckers, and these motherfuckers basically let you say anything you wanted to the customer to get their name on the paper. Get that signature. Get that signature. Get that signature. You know. What they needed was a one-call closer. That's what that business is. They want you to sit the couple down and they want you to get the close and get the signature right then, right that day. And see, that's not the type of job where you go in and they offer you a competitive wage. Because generally those jobs are commission only. So they don't offer you a competitive wage. They don't offer you a competitive salary. Now they may have a competitive benefit package because you're an independent contractor, but they'll pay some shit for you for being on staff for a certain amount of time after you make them a certain amount of money. After you've been competitive, they'll be competitive, and then you'll be good. You ever notice how the competitive benefit package doesn't start immediately? It only starts like 90 days after you get the job. You get really high up in a company, they might start your benefits the day you start. But most motherfuckers got to be there 90 days. They want to see if you're going to be able to make them enough money for them to put that money down on your benefits. That's how you pay for your benefits, with your first 90 days. And if you don't last, you don't get the benefits. And they don't have to pay the money. But truthfully speaking, and I learned this, your benefits can start at a job when you first get the job. It's whether the employer wants to put the money into you. My brother Ace in the place. Brother, I need to get you in the place to talk about this crypto world that you are so well versed in. Excuse me, one moment. I need to get you on the stream to be able to talk about crypto. And since you are a HAPS content creator, I need to get that popping. Hello? I'm on a live right now. What's going on?
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
That's okay. I mean, you don't watch my shit, so you wouldn't know.
Here you go again.
That's okay. You sit up there and watch Roland Martin and shit and get your news.
Okay. You want to get the dates here? Go ahead.
Look, old timer, until you pull out the fucking dominoes again, I don't even know why we're talking.
What you doing right now?
I'm on a live.
Why don't you just go ahead and wrap that up and bring your ass over here?
Here's the thing. I got to finish this, and I got to go to Sam's Club, and I might come out here and pop your fucking dome before I head in for the night. Just don't go to sleep too early.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't you bring me a skin when you do?
I got you.
I won't have cash till Friday, though.
Okay, well, I don't want you smoking the motherfucker till Friday. I'll holler at you in a minute. Bet it up. So, I appreciate Ace coming up, because Ace is one of the busiest motherfuckers I know. But he's got something in this crypto world that I think people need to hear on his level, and I really can't articulate it the way he can. And I want him to come up and talk about that. You know, I mean, I want all of my Freedman brothers to really be more business conscious, but I don't know too many motherfuckers more business conscious than him. So I need you, bro. And I will definitely, we're going to set it up for real. We're going to set up an actual cast where people going to know we're going to be talking about it. We're going to billboard it. And I really want to put some shit down because I know we heading that way. I'm not fighting it. But I don't think enough people know about it to have me as a rookie talk about it. We need to have someone like yourself pull that cord. And Free is my moderator, the one laying out all the comments in the chat. Hey, she'll take care of the chat room for us. Anybody having questions, she'll make sure that, you know, she'll nudge us if we don't see it in the chat. But that's what I really want it to be. I want it to be a crypto Q&A from the Freedman perspective, so we can break it down to people, so you know it don't sound like it's all scamish and shit. We got to break some things down. My man. So Ace done dealt with this shit too. This competitive salary, competitive benefit package, and I see that. I see I see why he's so business savvy, and I see why he treats people in business the way he treats them, because he knows that competitive shit, it ain't competitive at all. And if you're really gonna do things for yourself, you gotta do things for yourself. You can work for a company, a corporation, or whatever, but if that company does not have your best interests at hand, that's the wrong company. And I can tell you this, there isn't a company out there that really has your best interests at hand, unless they know that you have their best interests at hand. Peace to my people at cargo420.com. We doing our thing. We doing our thing. You know, straight game hat. Cargo truck. That one, you know, hat, you know. Just where I'm at, baby. Just the space I'm in. I wasn't even gonna do this live right now. I was actually gonna do it later. But then Free was like, you ain't went live today. And a couple things had happened. So I was like, you know what, I already got it set up. I'm getting ready. So I was actually gonna do it, probably do it in the car. But since I was already stationary, I was like, fuck it, let me go in and get this one in now. And then we'll get another one in later. So what we're dealing with now, it goes as deep as a competitive wage, a competitive salary, a competitive benefit. It goes as deep. It might go deeper. Because I'm talking about competitive sexuality, competitive relationships, competitive parenting, descended layer, up in hair. How you doing today? Got an early one in today, Lair. Got an early one in today. And it's not going to be that long. We're probably going to get up out of here real close to 7 p.m. Eastern time so I can run some errands and then finish up the day. But I had to bring out competitive. Competitive for us is a race because it's built on racism. I'm about to break it. So where they put us into this competitiveness for wages, for salaries, for benefits, we are now being competitive sexually. I mean, I never thought that I would have to clarify that I was a straight man, because that man has to clarify that he's a gay man. Or that a straight woman would have to clarify herself because that woman over there says she's gay. See, back in my day, women just dated women. Men just dated men. Some did it secretly, some did it publicly. But they didn't have to go around making sure everybody knew they was gay. We knew. We knew because we'd see them with their people. Now it's got to be endorsed. It's got to be up in bright lights. It's got to be all in our shit. All day, every day. Hell, they just says the new Superman, he bisexual. The new Superman is bisexual. So the Man of Steel is now the man of bisexual. How we gonna run that? I guess he ain't gonna get with Lois Lane. He gonna get with Louis Lane? Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, no, it's actually Superman's and Lois Lane's son, who's bisexual. So it's Superman Jr. Superman Jr. is bisexual. Now, I don't know how we've gotten to this point. Superman started out as a cartoon, as a comic strip. They turned it into movies. Now I think it's still a comic strip, but somehow they've given them sexualities to the point where now there's got to be gay, straight, bisexual, trans in a cartoon. In a cartoon. Straight to the vein, baby. Ace, they force feeding this, but it ain't going in orally. It's going straight to the vein. They're like, take this agenda IV. We need to get it right into your bloodstream right now. We're not going to even allow you to enjoy the taste of it, even if they can make it appealing. Like motherfuckers say they can make tofu taste like chicken. I think not, but that's what they say. They say that they can make tofu taste just like chicken. I don't think so. Just like you can't make me believe that Superman is bisexual. I know who Superman is. Now, okay, it's Superman Jr. How can Superman Jr. be bisexual? It's a cartoon. It's not even real to begin with. Isn't being bisexual, isn't that a real thing? Why would you want it to be considered animated, fake, faux, untrue, unnatural? Because that's what a cartoon is. When you force something on someone, you are trying to convince them of something that is probably not real. You shouldn't have to force your situation upon me. Yeah. This world is so strange. What up? I just want y'all to know. I just did. You just did what? All right, I'm on a live right now. I'm going to have to come up and hear this in a minute. So, if you're in a situation and you listening to the radio now, I listen to the radio every now and then, mostly not, because I just got YouTube music and I just listen to whatever the fuck I feel like listening to. But when I try to get a radio a motherfucking chance, I gotta listen to some of the most appalling bullshit. What happened to R&B? R&B music is horrible right now. And you know, music and sex have a lot to do with one another. If you're not in the Haps chat or in the YouTube chat, you're probably not seeing some of these comments. So I'm coming off of some of these comments. And this what Lair just said, they took foreplay away from us. Yeah, they done made sex damn near like caveman shit now. You're just supposed to get to it. You're just supposed to get to it. Where there ain't no more romancing and shit. You're just supposed to just start fucking. That's the way music is dictated now. Music dictates a mood sometimes. And if music is dictating your mood and you listen to this shit of today, nigga, you can't fuck off no music today. You really can't. You might be able to find some of them, you know, instrumental, royalty-free grooves to fuck with, something like I'm listening to right now. But the shit that's played on terrestrial radio today, on a hip-hop station, on an R&B station, that music sucks. And who's fucking to that? When you listen to old school R&B now, hell, I turned on Steve Harvey morning show one day, and that motherfucker was playing Ice Cube. You an old school R&B radio host You up here playing kill? Make it make sense. It's not even in your format on a regular basis. But now they done made old school hip hop part of the old school R&B format. Fuck shit. There's enough old school hip hop to have its own format. There's enough old school R&B to have its own format. If you motherfuckers knew how to program these goddamn stations, you stop trying to stay between 1979 to 1990. You dumb bitches. Fuck my goddamn cap though. Oh, we ain't even there yet. If we talk about our babies, if they stop procreating, okay, we get it. But see, they already know they're always gonna have some brown. Because somebody always gonna want to have some brown. It's just what type of brown. See, just because they're melanated, they don't mean they ours still. Brown ain't black. There you go. Talk black to me. God today. They've taken sexuality and made it competitive. And now you got TV shows, you got movies, you got everything in the wheel. It's in sports. I was just reading how a motherfucker said he felt like a team was pressured to draft a certain player because they were gay. Now, it was totally wrong. I don't believe this team was pressured at all. I think that guy was actually a pretty decent football player, and they drafted him where they drafted him, but he just wasn't good enough to cut the mustard. I don't think he was good enough to cut the mustard. I think because there's a lot of people that are really, really good in high school, but when they get to college, they're not as good. Say they're great in high school, but when they get to the college level, they're only good. And you can't be great in high school and good in college because then you won't make it to the pros. You got to be the greatest in high school, great in college. Now you got a shot. But if you go great to good, woo, it's going to be tough. It's an uphill battle to get to the next level because you got to be great at that level to get to that next level because there's less opportunities at the professional level than there is at the college level. Competitive. There's only so many motherfucking professional athletic jobs, but there's millions upon millions of black people. Every black person don't make it to the NFL. Every black person doesn't make it to the NBA. Every black person doesn't make it to Major League Baseball. We're not even fucking playing baseball as black people anymore, so that pisses me off. We're not even competitive there. They done gave the game up to the Latinos. Latinos are fucking running the major leagues now. How do you say major leagues in Spanish? It'll be dealing with the fuckery, and we don't even own that, free. Look at this dumb shit they talking about Meek Mill and his tour bus. This is a big issue because he put naked women on his tour bus. Yeah, you probably don't want the kids seeing that. But who else cares? The clothes that women wear nowadays? You worrying about a fucking tour bus passing you at 70 miles an hour on the highway? Find something else. Come on now. I made the post about Lizzo and Rihanna. But I tear Rihanna down just as much as I tear Lizzo down. Rihanna didn't look no better in it than Lizzo did. You're both naked. That's not what we need, black women. How you gonna be respected and you walking around butt-ass naked with a chain link dress on, with a fishnet dress on, no undergarments? No undergarments. Titties out, nanny out, booty out. How you gonna do that? Tony D, what up? You put your ass in some drawers, a thong at minimum. You want to go Brazilian cut, you want to go boy cut. A boy cut in those, you can still see all the curves. I don't know why they call them shorts boy cuts. I ain't never known why they call them shorts boy cuts, because they girl shorts. I would hate to see a boy in them. But it is what it is. But they wearing two dresses that are transparent. And just because one may be optically pleasing for some to look at and the other may be optically pleasing for someone else to look at, I don't care. You're being seen by the world. You're being seen by children. And you're making children think that that's the way to go. And Lizzo made video after video dancing in that thing called a dress. Ugh. She needs to stop. I fear for Melissa Jefferson because she's so far gone. Melissa Jefferson she's so far gone. She's gone. Rihanna does that shit still for shock value. Because Rihanna wears clothes for the most part. Lizzo, she likes that shit, not wearing no drawers and all that. Titties all out. Them big old Stevie Wonder nipples and shit. Ain't nobody trying to see all that. Put that away. Here in Vegas, when you see someone walking by naked, they just get once over with the eyes and eye roll. Yeah, Vegas is the land of the crazies. I have to say that Vegas is probably wilder than anywhere else. Now, I've truthfully never been on Sunset Strip. I could be like one of them motherfuckers because I've been to California several times. I could be like one of them motherfuckers, yeah, man, Sunset Strip is the shit. Sunset Strip is crazy. You see everything on Sunset Strip. I've never, ever been on Sunset Strip. So I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to be like some of these fucking braggers out here who once they go to California and shit, they done been everywhere. They went everywhere. I've been to California, but I've never been on Sunset Strip. And I've heard of some wild shit that happens on Sunset Strip. But Vegas is probably the wildest place outside of Sunset Strip because they said Sunset Strip is just nuts. So yeah, I get it. You see somebody naked in Vegas, you be like, what we eating at? You know, you don't even pay attention. I get it. But the competitive sexuality, it hurts us. It hurts us because you are no better than me just because what your sexuality is. And I am no better than you because I don't announce mine. But it's become a competitive thing. Motherfuckers have to disclose whether they straight or not. I'm like, you know what? If a motherfucker walked to me like, are you gay or straight? I'd probably be like, what's your mama think I am? That's what I'd probably say. What your mama think I am, motherfucker? How about that? Don't ask me. Ask your mammy what she thinks I am. I don't think they'd ask me no more. They ask me again. Don't maybe get genetic on your ass. Because I might say, go ask your grandmammy. She liked them young, bitch. Ask me if I'm gay or straight. I don't think there's any question. And if a motherfucker had the question, I got an answer for you. And what about relationships? You got relationships out here that literally, the people like fight. They fight to be relevant. When I thought them as a couple made them relevant, not them as individuals. See, once you win somebody and you want an exclusive tip, you are now a couple. You lose your identity as an individual, as a single motherfucker. You are now coupled with someone. But you see people out here trying to outdo each other. How y'all motherfuckers trying to outdo each other and y'all with each other? That's that competitive relationship. And there's a lot of them out here, boy. There's a lot of them. Yes. Yes. Oh boy. Y'all know y'all made me sick when y'all say that shit. Yes. I'm like, that's really annoying. And then, couples do this shit too. And it's the couples that do this shit that have the most problems. They say, they take their selfie in the car. They be like, now, they ain't ready for us. They be out placing the shit. They ain't ready for us tonight. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? What do you mean people ain't ready for y'all? People see two motherfuckers who fucking other people all the time. These motherfuckers be out here cheating on each other. Both of them cheating. And then talking about they ain't ready for us. Yeah, they are. The world's seen two hoes before. The world has seen two hoes before. Now you just showing us two hoes before us. What you need to do is bring in the people that you're fucking and let them get in on the conversation. And then we can find out how all four of y'all really feel about the relationship. We don't need y'all secretly out here having sex with other people. We need you to be vocal. We need you to be vocal. And when you're vocal, be vocal about all your shit. You know what I'm saying? How's the stream been? I ain't really been checking the signal on it, but how has the stream been? Has the stream been competitive? I'll fuck with a word like competitive. I ain't gonna say it too many times because I don't want to be repetitive. When niggas talk that dumb shit, I go to sleep because it's like a sedative. If it wasn't real, I wouldn't have said it if it wasn't real. Thanks, Free. So competitive relationships make me laugh because it's generally two motherfuckers who doing wrong shit to other motherfuckers with other motherfuckers. But y'all ain't ready for us. Nah, we ain't ready for all that. He bringing home dirty dick and you got a bad pH balance. We ain't ready for y'all motherfuckers. Absolutely not. Appreciate you. Competitive parenting, I believe, hurts the child. I believe it hurts the child in such a way where you're making that child choose who is the better parent. A child shouldn't have to choose that. Now, in the case that there is one parent who outdoes the other parent based on their efforts or whatever, they still shouldn't be revered as the better parent. They're just the best individual for that particular situation, and that particular situation is their child. So if they are the best particular situation for the child, that's what they are. They're not a better parent. Their parenting skills may be better, but doesn't necessarily make them a better parent. You can have motherfuckers that have extreme parenting skills and not do shit. I know people like this. I know people that are like really, 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 really great parenting people, but they just don't like being parents. They have that parental spirit. So it is what it is. Big day today, man. I had a lot of shit going on today. Took some phone calls, read some emails that were really, really important. Absolutely. Thank you, Free. Subscribe to Friedman Media 1874. You can just put in Friedman Media. Let me just put it in and see if it just pops in. You know, YouTube do their little reset shit. You know, they do their little shake and shimmy. Try to get all the little spammy shit off, and then your shit might go away. Friedman Media. Bam. Yep, it'll pop up. Because it's popped up as Friedman Media, but I believe if I go into Friedman Media, the actual YouTube is Friedman Media 1874, if you did the link. But it's Friedman Media. Just go on to Friedman Media for YouTube. And I need people to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're going to be doing much more over on YouTube. It's being streamed through YouTube right now. That's where Descendant Layer is picking us up from. Other folks pick us up from YouTube. Some people pick us up from Facebook. Some people pick us up from Twitter. But I definitely need you to subscribe to that YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Hats channel so you get the actual notification when I go live here. Because I mean, I put everything on YouTube. So subscribe to the Hats channel. The Twitter channel right now, I think, is still under Real to Real Media. So I got to get that changed to Friedman Media. Let me double check. Because I tried to change it one night and I thought I had it, but I didn't have it. Oh, no, it's Friedman Media. Yep. It's at Real to Real Media. Now, I'm going to try to get that changed too. I don't know if I can change that part, at Real to Real Media. If I can, I'm going to do that and get it to Friedman Media. It's Friedman Media. It's Brother Shannon. I appreciate folks coming aboard, checking out a motherfucker who ain't really out here like that. But I think because of what I talk about and the way I spit the delivery, I think people fuck with me. You know, I don't have all the resources out here like a lot of motherfuckers have and got all the sweet graphics and everything. I mean, I got a little studio space and I can, you know, do my thing. But what I'm about is the content. I already told you. It's about the motherfucking content. The motherfucking content. That's what it's about. The message. As long as the message is clear, we good. And the people that's been coming along, fucking with me, I appreciate y'all. But in this game, you got to get the numbers up for them to really see who you are. Share these videos, man. Share the Haps link, share the YouTube link. I have had a spectacular day, Lair. I felt like I exercised who I really am in this world. I'm not just some one-dimensional motherfucker. I am an onion. I don't smell like one, but I am an onion. That's important. That's important that I let people know that I don't stink. See, some people look at big motherfuckers and they just think a big motherfuckers stink. And nope. You're not going to get that here. I know plenty of big motherfuckers who stink, but you're not going to get that here. You might get the funk, but I'm not going to give you funky. So, where we are in this space, we fucking around with people who are trying to push us to other areas. And it's a very, very, very tedious task to do a whole bunch of things, and they're all kind of working together, but then individually, and it's just, I've just grown to be patient and to wait for what comes. And if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, you put in the work for it. You know, I always try to have like 2 plans. If the main plan does not work, then what's plan B? Because plan B does not mean that you are not dedicated to plan A. Plan B just means you are cautious. You are forward thinking enough to understand that if plan A does not happen, plan B's gotta be there. Because no matter what, you're gonna need another plan. You can't have another plan A. You can't have a plan A and a plan A. You gotta have a plan A, plan B, plan C. It's the way it is. You can only have one plan A. That's all I got, anonymous Facebook user. I got the funk. But I don't have the funky. I can put my head under my shirt all day and feel good about myself. I can raise my arm up right in front of somebody and feel good about myself. Not question at all. We don't stink over this way. That's death. That's fucking death. To be fat and funky. You have no shot. You've already got to overcome the fat. Now you gonna stink too? Ugh. I digress. So yeah, man. Fucking around in this half space. You see a lot of shit. Much love to that motherfucker, Izzy. Free tag that nigga. Tag that nigga in the video. Much love to Izzy. Izzy High, I believe it is his actual handle. I see him as Izzy. He had to get with a motherfucker yesterday. He had a race soldier on his shit, and he got with that motherfucker. And I love that. We not letting nobody come on these motherfucking platforms and talk that greasy shit. No more. No more. Y'all not coming in here talking that stupid shit. Freedmen, black folks, if you with us, you with us. Because everybody ain't a freedman. But black folks is black folks. Because all freedmen ain't kinfolk. But black folks is black folks. And if black folks is down for the right thing, then okay. Y'all hear me talk a lot about the Africans. Y'all hear me talk about the Africans. I ain't got shit against no Africans. Except the motherfuckers that come over here and try to act like We ain't supposed to be here. How we not supposed to be here, eBay? You washed up on the motherfucking shores. And we were looking at you. We was already here. And we weren't looking at you at the shore because we hadn't just got here. We was looking at you from the TV. We was looking at you from the smartphones because you motherfuckers just got here. And how you gonna come over to this bitch and act like we ain't supposed to be here? How did you get here? Your ass ain't supposed to be here. That's the way I think about that. I appreciate your kudos, and I understand what you are giving me the kudos for. But no, I don't want that title because I've owned my own shit before. I've been at the top of my own food chain before. So no, I don't want to be known as a hustler. Hustling is what I have to do, but I don't want to be known as a hustler. I don't actually even know what my title is in this world anymore because I have so many undocumented skills. But hustling is just a part of it. You know, I love the hustle. But no, I want some normalcy in my life. I like normal hustle. Sometimes you got to get into extreme hustling. And I don't like to do extreme hustling at this stage. You know, I love throwing ideas up in the air, but right now I want to throw my granddaughter up in the air. I want to throw my grandson up in the air. I want that normalcy. I want to teach my grandkids how to be hustlers. But they got to be educated hustlers. Their granddaddy is smart. They got to be intelligent. It's a difference. They've got to be intelligent. I'm already smart. So, hey man, I think we got here by caving on some levels where we shouldn't have caved. I also think we got here systemically, of course. You know, that's what we talk about a lot. The systemic heat that we've caught. So absolutely is how we've been positioned here. And then who we've had to advocate for us as a collective have always not been the best people for us. You know, we've had those black leaders, those black politicians. They've not always been the best for us. We've had a few who've been incredible leaders, incredible beings. And then we had them greasy motherfuckers that was just out for themselves. And they'll hurt you before anybody can help you because they with the system. And if the system's already hurting you, then they get somebody to infiltrate us. And they with the system, we definitely gonna be fucked up. You notice that's the motherfuckers that really take us down is the motherfuckers who look like us, but they working for the system. Yeah, we do enough damage to ourselves only due to the damage that they did to us. Without the resources, you're left with no choices. If you don't have any choices, you better have some voices. I mean, I'm speaking for the voiceless, but I'm also speaking to the voices. I'm not talking about the Dr. Boyces and the Dr. Umars and all the podcast motherfuckers who will say they woke, but they just want to be stars. You motherfuckers have no idea where I can really go with this shit. And I want to fuck with people who want to fuck with me, but I don't want to fuck with nobody who don't want to fuck with me. See, that's me. I'll sit up here with 35, 40 motherfuckers watching this video. You know, I know there's about 24 here, 15 over on Facebook, 5 on YouTube, whatever. I'll sit with 40 motherfuckers. I don't need to have 500 motherfuckers watching me. Because it's going to end up that. I get it. But if they ain't at the live, okay. They'll be there for the replay. No problem. No problem. We good. So this is M for Soul. M for Soul. He is a YouTube artist. I had never heard any of his stuff before YouTube, but I check his stuff out, and I got to give him a shout out because that's kind of how he gets his rep out there. M for Soul. M.FASOL. Yeah, he good. He got a lot of mixes on here. Lot of mixes. Lot of mixes. So if we out here trying to be parents, we can't outdo one another. We can't try to be competitive. You can't compete. You created the child. Were you competitive in the composition of the child? In the creation of the child? You weren't competing. The man knew his part and the woman knew her part when they were conceiving. And they met in the middle. Like I said, I'm not competing with nobody about my sexuality, motherfucker. I got dick and balls and I like vagina. That's where it starts. That's where it stops. I'm not going to be clarifying what I like. I'm not going to be clarifying what I got. That's what it is. Motherfuckers going to sit out here and advertise their sexuality. Put that motherfucking energy into fucking a business or something. Don't nobody need to know who you horizontal with at night. No, we don't. We don't need to know. It's not our business. We're not on any of that. We ain't putting in on none of that. So why you got to advertise it? Close your curtains. We don't want to see none of that shit. And everybody that has to deal with a place that offers competitive wages, competitive salaries, and competitive benefits, understand they're only doing so because that's what the market states to do. They're not doing it for your benefit. They're not offering you a competitive wage for your benefit. They're not offering you a competitive salary for your benefit. They're not offering you competitive benefits for your benefit. They're doing it because the market says do it, and they got to put that shit in there. Or you won't send a resume and jump into competition for the job. And always understand, they put you in a situation where you can make a competitive wage that they're willing to pay you based on what the market states to pay you. Nobody says that you've got to remain at that wage. See, I don't like competition. And I know that there's always going to be competition. So what my goal is always to do is to be my own competition. I got to beat my best. I got to beat my personal best. See, if I can beat my personal best, I'm better than most motherfuckers out here. I don't need to beat somebody else's best because what somebody else does not feed me and mine. I need to beat my personal best. And if I can't beat my personal best, then me and mine don't eat. Yep. That's the way that works. If I don't put in my best, we can't eat steak. I like steak. Steak is good. People don't even understand this whole thing about Lizzo and Rihanna is not about Lizzo's weight. They both look like hoes. They both look like hoes. This ain't got nothing to do with Lizzo's abundance. This ain't got nothing to do with Riri's curvaceous frame, her statuesque frame. They both look like hoes. Cover that shit up. Ain't Riri with ASAP Rocky? ASAP Rocky ain't saying nothing. You notice how all the women in hip hop and R&B, when they got these men and shit, and they mostly black men, they like their children, they toys. Like I just saw I'm about to get up out of here because it's after 7 and I gotta hit Sammy's place. Remy Ma. I just saw Remy Ma go somewhere, award show or something like that, and she was wearing this red dress, and it was like slats and shit. Looked like somebody wrapped a vertical blind around her. Pretty dress. She's got a very, very nice frame. But then Papoose got out the motherfucking limo. Her husband, Papoose. Papoose sounds too much like Caboose. I wouldn't let a motherfucker call me Papoose. Does Papoose mean something? Because why is he called Papoose? Because he looked like a papussy walking behind Remy Ma. She looked beautiful. And Papoose had jeans and a t-shirt on and some gym shoes. She looked like she was ready to go accept an Academy Award, not a BET Award. She looked like she was about to go accept a statue. and she rolled up with B2K. Papoose. Why can't the men dress in suits and tuxedos and shit like they used to at the award show? Throw on a linen outfit, nigga. If you want to wear gym shoes, do that, but that's okay. But this nigga got out the goddamn truck that was in an Escalade. He got out the truck with jeans and a t-shirt and some gym shoes on. His woman's up here. What y'all ladies say? Dressed to the nines? She was dressed to the nines. The nines, the tens, and everything. And this motherfucker, yeah. Okay, papoose. So yeah, that's all I got right now. Appreciate y'all being up in the space. Appreciate everybody that came through. I had to get this competitive one out because it's going to be a seedling for everything else going forth. Because like I said, I already view competition to be non-existent. So I don't have competition out here in this content creation space. Not little old me against them. I want to work with motherfuckers, and I want motherfuckers to work with me. But if they don't want to work with me, fuck them. The ones who want to work with me, let's get it. Let's get it. And we go from there. Peace and love. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. The streams are out there. Peace to everybody that's in here, in the Hap space. Thank you, Lair. I appreciate that. I will do so. I always try to be safe when traveling. Some bad drivers out here now. School's in, new drivers. You know, the Rona's low. I loved it when the Rona was high and nobody was driving out here, boy. I could just drive all day and not see nobody. Not now. These niggas out. They out. So yeah, I'll get back with you. Got a couple things I need to do. Get done. I'll leave out. But yeah, appreciate you. We're just in a scenario where we've got so many things spinning. Just got to continue to pull them off the carousel, put them back on when they're ready. When everything starts coming off and being right, it's going to be a beautiful thing. But right now, it's a building stage. And that's what the hustle part is, I guess. It's all good. It's all good. Got to reach out to my brother Prime and see where he's at later. Maybe we get at it with some Friedman talk. That brother brings the heat for me. I don't be paying attention to some of them chats, and he brings it from a different perspective. I love that. And he really kind of gets my attitude and everything like that. So it's a good jive. It's a good jive. Let's see. I already got gas. I ain't gotta do that and waste shopping time. Yep, I'm good. We go right in the stove. Y'all be good. I'll holler at you. One love.